to the contact for Arizona Sportsmen for Wildlife, Suzanne Gilstrap, asking if I could have the minutes from the last 6 months' meetings of Arizona Sportsmen for Wildlife, Arizona Sportsmen for Wildlife Conservation, and WCC. And the response I got back was, I will have to get board approval to distribute anything other than to them. We'll get back to you when I get an answer. And I haven't heard anything yet, and I'm not holding my breath. So again, I just want to make the point that there's a big difference between having a shadow organization managing part of our wildlife and having a public agency managing our wildlife. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Mr. Terry Herndon, you are next. And then, Steve, you'll be after Terry. Thank you for coming this morning.
Thank you for having me.
For the record, please state your name and any affiliations.
I'm Terry Herndon. I'm here representing myself mostly, but I do speak for quite a few of the folks that I know that are on my site, the ArizonaHunter.com. Mr. Chair, Commission. My basic concern with this group is transparency. I see no transparency of these folks. It scares the hell out of me when somebody walks up and says, I got something great for you, shake my hand, let's go, without showing me what it is. I remember my dad losing a whole bunch of money back when the stock market was going because a friend of his said, this is what you need to do. Friend took the money and ran. Dad was broke. And I think this is something we need to really look at. I think in order for a group to be taken seriously, they have to have transparency, they have to have trust, they have to ask for partnership, and they have to have integrity. At this point in time, the Arizona Sportsmen for Wildlife, in my opinion, have none of those. I don't know how many times people have asked, please explain this to us. Please show us how this is going to help the state of Arizona and the Game and Fish Department. And there has been no answers. It's been dead silence. And I think the fact that it's so silent right now, it scares me a little bit because silence is deafening. I don't think this is dead. I think it's going to pop its ugly head up this week, and I think it's going to get shoved through. And it's going to separate and divide and hurt the sportsman community more than anything that's ever happened in this state ever. The state of Arizona is 100 years old. For 95 years, they did very well without the Sportsmen for Wildlife group. Last 5 years, they came along, and they want to change the world. I've got nothing against any of the players. I think they're all good people, come from a very strong family. They have integrity in a lot of ways. I think that being as the way they snuck it through the back door, and I was surprised to see a person on my website post something, has anybody heard of this? And I hadn't, and it kind of just threw me off to the side. I want to let you know up front that I oppose this bill 110% in any form, shape, or fashion. I hope that we can get back together and try to get together with all the people out there that want to become better at what we do. I know that from talking to several of the people that are supporting this group, they're not happy with the Game and Fish Department. It seems like it echoes every time I speak to somebody about it. They have all these great ways of fixing things, but they can't tell me how they're going to fix them. I try my best to recruit and retain kids every year. We have 2 youth camps that we put on. We speak with action. We don't speak with money. We don't speak with words. 50 to 60% of the money that sets up those camps are coming out of my pocket or off that website that I run. And I think in order for somebody to take you seriously, that's what you have to do. And all I can tell you now is that I pray that this bill gets shot down and killed in any form that comes up. I do not want to see it go through. If they want to take us serious, if they want to get our input, and we want to sit down and talk as a community of sportsmen, by all means, let's do it. But to this point, nobody's asked. They've only told. I've had to get things from people that get half the stories. Then I have to try to figure out what the truths are about those stories. That's not the way to try to set up a new system, business, like Mr. Allen said. If somebody were to come to me with this thing as a business plan, I would laugh at them, telling guys, go back and do your homework. Come back and see me about 10 years when you figure it out, okay? But that's really where I'm at. I oppose this HB 2072. And like I said, I hope the commission sticks to their guns and doesn't change the way they think about this. I hope you all are in agreement that should go away and stay away. And that's all I have to say for today. Thanks, guys.
Terry, I want to thank you for coming today, and frankly, I think you've been more than fair. I've read some of the stuff you've written, and I think you're really trying to get information on both sides of this issue out there for people. And I know when we're upset like this, that's sometimes people don't want to do that, but I want to thank you for doing that. I think you've been more than fair in your communications and dealings, and I appreciate you being here today. I know it's a lot of good people that do pay for this resource. A lot of times we have